wanted to talk about George Gilberto, but probably I wanted to emphasize his invention, the way his things always very late or ahead of the beat. I will skip it because I think it's enough and you know it already. So, because we want to just keep a few slides, a few minutes for MIA, for computer music. We did not talk about computers. I mean, it was, of course, the goal. But the idea, what we try to do, and you can help us improving this thing, is to say what are the main rules of the game for Brazilian guitar, which is a very lively genre in Brazil, or MPB in general, rhythm and harmony, and the way to combine all that. Now the question for us, for researchers, how to capture all that, how to represent all this knowledge. It's not only knowing how to play the thing, there's lots of things, lots of knowledge, lots of theories, lots of rhythms and stuff everywhere. So how can we put this in a machine? How a machine can model maybe not everything, but a part of this? What about taxonomies of these rhythms? What about understanding? A lot of things. I will just give you an example of something that is actually a problem for computers. Not this. So if you take the basic rhythm, if you have only one chord, that's okay. You have two chords, okay. But this is not what they do actually. They anticipate, they do. So they play the next chord ahead in the bar before. Oh my God, how can you do that? So if you have a database of ways to play E minor chord in Brazilian guitar, I can do this, I can do it. But the problem is that they don't use it exactly that way, they twist it. And then how do you model it? It's very hard in terms of signal, where they would use segment, how do you know that the chord has changed? Also, for a computer, there are lots of problems here. You wanted to do that?
Yeah, why not? You can just go on. I think because about me after we
Okay. So I wanted to mention that there are people working in MIR and Brazil music. I know a few of them. Gebert here did some study on bossa nova, on John Gilberto's specific rhythms in Recife. I don't know if I have a lot of things from you. Jean, with you or you both?
We both with Marcel Daya. Yes, in fact, the research in Recife started with working trying to model the Brazilian guitar. So the first, you can see the D'accord Violão, which started the D'accord music software company, and it was a software to automatically create accompaniments in the guitar given some chord names. So the idea was that you have lyrics and chord names, and the system can play it and show for you it played in a particular style in the guitar. So it emulates the rhythm and harmony, etc. So it had to deal with this harmony problem and with the rhythm problem. The Cyber João dealt specifically with the rhythmic part. He tried to emulate all the João Gilberto patterns and where he chose to put each one. So this is the Cyber João. Do you want the video? So this is the core guitar playing with the Cyber João. So this is a thing from 10 years ago.
I want to mention Sergio Krakowski. This is PhD in Rio, in IMPA, partly with me. His problem was a bit different, but is somehow related. He's a pandero player, and he wanted to extend his instrument to play something else than percussion. So he did a very interesting work on capturing the sounds of pandero to use for triggering various kinds of stuff. But he always tried to remain in the style, in the style of pandero, not doing completely electroacoustic works, but really how you can enrich existing music, not create some kind of new style. So Giordano has an idea to conclude.
No, I just set a challenge to François. I think it's just to verify if the audience well understood everything. So the idea would be to take a hit, and not at all a Brazilian song. So we took a very known song from Maroon 5, is a rock group that goes like this. Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some covers share some skin. Clouds are shrouding us a moment unforgettable. You twist to fit them all. So it's a really simple song, 3 chords in a very clear rhythm, etc. And the idea would be how this would sound if it was actually a Brazilian guitar. So we took lots of things. One of them is that we have to change the rhythm. So we took the basic rhythm. So you can play like Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some covers, it's really boring. So you cannot just repeat the patterns. You have to variate. We already told this. So Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some covers share some skin. So it starts to get Brazilian, but you have to, more than anything, you have to put some other notes in the chords. You have to make it richer, and probably some dissonances also. So you can play things like Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some covers share some skin. So it starts to get Brazilian, but you also have to have these sequences, different sequences. You have to enrich the chord sequences. So you have to play like Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some covers share some skin. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I mean. But and when you got lots of energy, we can play not only as a bossa nova, but we can play as a samba also. So I can make this transition. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I mean. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it will bring me back to you. That someday it will bring back home to you. And maybe oh, I see in darkness she is all I see. Okay, this is the kind of stuff just to check if you well understood. So you have the last word.
Thank you for your attention. Please come to us. Tell us what was boring, very, very boring. What we have to change. Remember, our audience is not experts like you,
at all,
but engineers. Engineers in music computing.
And not in Brazilian music, not in guitar. So
that's it.
Give us feedback.